Following art supplies, products, and yes, even the dolls that you see on this channel are meant for persons 15 years and older. Parental advisory and viewer discretion is advised. What's up, guys? It is the year 2023 and I am finally recording another video. I know it's been a hot minute, right? And I do apologize to anybody who has stuck around or anybody who has recently subscribed thinking that there would be like videos regularly, but I'm here, right? So we are in my new creative space. Whoops, light. All right, so we moved. Okay, we were in Oregon and, you know, sorry, I'm not sorry, trying not to be offensive, but we had to get the hell out of Oregon, just bottom line. And we moved to the East Coast. Very happy here and everything, but that all took like a year and a half. And then there was COVID, and then there was, before that, there was a YouTube apocalypse. Mess, right? Just a mess, one right after another. So I actually just couldn't record anymore because I was doing so much life things and things just got away from me 110%. So I apologize, but I'm here now and you are too. So hey, but this is my new temporary space. We are currently house hunting. We sold our house in Oregon. Now we're looking for a house where we live now. But, you know, staying in this cute little apartment, dualplex type house and enjoying it, loving not actually having to fix things when they're broken. Can I just, like, for the adults in the audience? Yeah, you know, it's so nice for a hot minute to call someone else and be like, hey, so this is broken. Instead of going, crap. Do we have money to fix that? So can I just say it's nice. It's nice. So we're enjoying it. We are still looking for a house because we are looking for our forever home here still. it's a break. Anyway, this is my temporary space here. Give a little tour and I'll talk about what to expect from my channel for the next year. First, I've got like all my art supplies here, my hydro watercolors, gouache, pigments for resin, all my little acrylics and stuff like that, and then spray paints and such. So I am going to be getting back into drawing and painting and stuff like that. I'm going to be taking some art classes locally. I don't think I want to share that stuff on this channel. People tend to be unnecessarily like critical and cruel when it comes to illustration. And I'm going to say it right now, guys, I'm not the greatest illustrator. I really am not. I do okay for myself, but I've got a lot of work and practice to do, and since I've been so out of practice for so long, that part of my creative journey is going to stay quiet and personal. Maybe I'll start to share stuff by the end of the year, not really sure. Got myself a fancy new toaster oven. That bad boy, right? That's all for clay and things like that. Before we even getting more to this, I will not be doing any tutorials. So no more actual tutorials on this channel. There are loads of women and men on here on YouTube that do tutorials for clay and resin and all that stuff. I will definitely, you know, reference where I've learned things, but I won't be teaching myself. And I'll get into that a little more later on in this video. Right here is where all my resin, my clay, and my 3D printer is. Yes, this is a Anycubic 3D printer. Yes, it is an older one, but I am a firm believer that you don't need the newest, greatest thing, you know, until you actually know your craft. And I don't really know 3D printing. I've had this since like I've had it since 2020. My husband gave it to me for Christmas. Yeah, in 2020. And I've printed like a handful of things just because I was still trying to figure everything out. Learning this and figuring this out will definitely be, you know, on the channel and part of it, and I'll show you guys what I can make and all that stuff. And then down here, at the end of every month, I'm gonna do an Ask Me Anything little Q&A over on my Instagram, also Creation Odyssey. So if you want to pop over there, it'll probably be on a Friday or so, the end of the month. The week before the end of the month, because the video will be the end of the month. Words. But yeah, I will do like some little crafts and stuff and open up some Mini brands, I have an entire, you know those cubby boxes? I have like an entire cubby box of mini brands that need to be opened, guys. Send me all the questions, right? And then I have these Miniverse, make it mini food things. They're new. They just came out last month, I think, is when they officially came out. This is resin for an 8-year-old. As a parent that actually works with resin, I have questions and concerns about that, but we'll get into that a whole lot later. Coming over this way, this is kind of like my little like sewing and just like desk setup situation, because I can just move this stuff over if I've got to like really sew. So I'm going to be sewing again, guys, no tutorials, but I will do like a sew with me kind of thing where I just sit and like sew and like make something and talk about, you know, what I'm making, why I'm making it, you know, where the idea came from, that sort of thing. Copic markers and all that stuff. Again, no illustrations this year. And then coming over around this side, so I've got all, not all, that's not all. I've got all of my unopened Nendoroids in these 2 little bins here, labeled, mostly. Bottom 3 aren't labeled, but whatever. And then some of my remnants, I actually need another one of these. There's a whole bin down below, right there. And that bin is like overflowing with like remnants that need to be settled and put away. Now I know that this looks like a pile of mess to you guys. I know, and I get it. But actually, this is a dollhouse that I'm going to be working on. So once a month, I will have a big project. I'm going to have a bunch of little projects that I'm going to be doing and sharing, but one big project, I'll probably introduce it at the beginning of the month, and then kind of check in, you know, once a week so you guys can see where things are going, not going, highs, lows, all that good stuff. Share it all. But yeah, so this is this month's. Then over here, let's see, we've got, so that dollhouse did not make it through the move. So that's got to be fixed. You can see it's in pieces. So there's my girls, all my dolls. Won't be doing any unboxings with them necessarily. Don't plan on it, at least. I think I have one still in a box. I have a couple of dolls that are still in boxes that need to come out, but yeah. And then we have the closet. So here in the closet, I've got remnants and I've got Nendos that, and this pile goes all the way down to the bottom. So does that pile. These will be opened when I have projects for them from now on. The whole like opening or trying to be the first person to open them, just I'm not into it anymore, guys. You know, I have so many Nendoroids, and as you can see, I have a lot of dolls, so opening them and not having a project or an idea for them is kind of like, to me, I just need to wait, or it's just gonna, you know, sit there. I'm gonna open it and I'm just gonna look at it, and then it's just gonna get in the way of another project or distract me from another project. Along with the Nendos that are in here, there are a bunch of DIY dollhouses. I don't buy these anymore. Well, yeah, no. I mean, I did buy a couple last year, but I am not buying these little dollhouses anymore because I'm more into the 1/12 scale ones, because Nendoroid dolls, while they're not exactly 1/12 scale, they are not 1/24, 1/48 scale like a lot of these little dollhouses are, so don't fit with them. But I have a bunch of those in there. So next week, what we're going to be doing is cataloging, organizing, and planning my creative year with all the stuff that's in here and some of the stuff that's like down here. Let's see, there's some dolls down there, some blank dolls. That's it, guys, for this video. Just a little short comeback video. This month is going to be rough, not gonna lie. I'm going to try my best to get back into recording, back into like posting and making and all that stuff. Next week, when you come back, we will be going through and planning and organizing my creative year so you guys can see that side of things. And I will explain a little bit more what's going to be going on the channel for the rest of the year. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of this video. I am so excited to be back. I hope you're excited too. Till next time.